Hey, check it out. It's my new Akai S5000 sampler. I got this thing from eBay a little while back for my music setup. I just figured I'd show it to you guys. It's kind of cool. The one that I got has 256 megs of RAM, which is pretty much maxed out. And the EB20 Effects module, which you could tell by looking at this little icon right here. Also, the guy I got it from upgraded the disk drive to a compact flash reader. I noticed I have a couple small issues with this thing since I've tested it out. First of all, the data wheel is a little bit worn. It's not too difficult to replace. I'm going to order another one and switch that out. And then also, something that's kind of annoying is the compact flash card doesn't work in the regular compact flash slot. It only works in the, there's a PCM-CIA adapter with the compact flash card in it. Which, you know, when you're using it, it's kind of awkward because the thing sticks out like 2 or 3 inches. I had a look inside of the slot there, and what I found is there's basically a bent pin inside of it. I could probably fix it. I'm actually going to take it apart, pull that thing out, and see if I can unbend the pin. But what I wanted to do was show you guys inside this thing because it's actually kind of cool. This is a sampler which takes sounds and allows you to manipulate or play them back through MIDI signals. It's something that isn't really done so much anymore. Most people are doing this with dedicated software on their computers. But something that's interesting about this is this actually is nothing more than a old proprietary computer. I pulled the top off and was having a look. Let me shut the power down and unplug it so I don't zap myself. Now I already pulled the screws out of this earlier. I just stuck the top on so I wouldn't mess anything up while I was demonstrating the thing. But if you look in here, it kind of looks a lot like a computer motherboard. There's some funky add-ons. I mean, obviously we got the power supply here. There's some heavily proprietary audio input and output devices here. But if you look here, we use PC style RAM, which is cool. Somebody basically put in as much RAM as this thing supports. And then there's expansion slots. Those are proprietary again. If you look here, it says IDE option right there, and that looks like an IDE cable. I'm not sure if I could just plug a hard drive into this or not. I haven't read into that yet. I don't really need much more storage space because the 8 GB compact flash card is kind of like enough. There's a SCSI connector down there, and it actually runs to the compact flash reader. So I think the compact flash, this card reader functions as a, I think a SCSI hard drive emulator. I'm not sure. Something else I wanted to show you guys is the processor. I'm gonna pull this output audio channel module out because I had a look and it's underneath there. Let me do that and then I'll turn the camera back up. Alright, I pulled the output section out. You see there's the 16 output channels. They usually come out of the back of the unit here. But right underneath there you can see the processor. Zoom in. And as you can see, it's a 386. I see it says i386. I'm not sure if that would have been like a power saving or like a laptop model or what. Haven't really had too much experience with 386s, but see a little oscillator there. The other interesting thing you could see is if you're curious about that EB20 Effects board, that's where it plugs in right there. The expansion slots, some of them are actually labeled specifically as to what they're for. You see on there it says effects board slot, and there's the effects board. Right there it says digital audio expansion slot, and then there's a couple possibly universal expansion slots. So it just says option slot internal, option slot rear panel. And then there's another IDE option. I have some regular Molex power connectors here. I did find one loose one, like a disk drive style. Here it is. I'm sure that would have been for if I was using the disk drive that came right there. I'm not sure if I could plug a hard drive into this thing at the same time as the compact flash reader, because I'm not sure if I have more than one Molex power cable. I'm not sure what the capability of the internal power supply is, but anyway, there it is. Just a quick overview. Hope you liked it.